Hello, my wonderful Taurus. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay. Okay, guys, so the card that we have here is finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. Okay, so that card kind of speaks for itself there. There could be some sort of financial issues that you're facing, Taurus, or maybe the person that you are connecting with here. For some of you, it may be a long distance union as well. I'm picking up on that. Or there's some sort of financial challenges when it comes to either quite literally being closer to you or feeling closer to you, in terms of someone may want to be with you, but they may also feel like they're not able to provide for you in the current moment. So let's see here. Okay. Yeah, definitely something to do with finances that's coming up here. We have the King of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, so Taurus, this could be your energy that I'm picking up on, or the person that you're connecting with. Just take what resonates here. But King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords could be some sort of a large financial hit that you've recently taken here. So like it could be the Queen of Swords could be like a separation, someone you're in separation with, or maybe you've recently went through a divorce, but it's somehow impacting you financially, or maybe it's something to do with you having to relocate for your work or your career here. The energies could be reversed also. So let's see here. I'm going to start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. It's like an ending in love, or an ending when it comes to a connection, also impacted someone's finances here very heavily is what I see. Okay. Some of you could be facing some sort of legal issues as well. That's not going to be the case for all of you. Okay. The Hermit. Okay, so this is someone who is viewing you as very isolated or closed off in the current moment. You could be dealing with a Virgo. It's like they're viewing you as someone who spends a lot of time on your own, but this week specifically, it could be that you're choosing to, maybe just be on your own or not communicate with this person. It's almost like they feel you're very wise. There's a lot that you're learning. There's even a level of clarity that you're gaining, but you're keeping it to yourself. So, it could be someone you're not speaking to, someone who feels like they don't have access to you, but they feel like there's something that is changing for you mentally and emotionally, but they can't put their finger on it because you're not directly communicating with them. Now, Taurus, there's also a level of concern here. So it could be that this is someone who is kind of like wondering what you're up to, or wondering if you're okay. Because it could be that you're not really publicizing what you're up to. It could be that you're not communicating with this person. If you guys have mutual friends, and maybe you're not really, out and about or connecting with the mutual friends. It's like there's some sort of mystery surrounding you. I do see it as someone who's trying to figure you out, but they're having a hard time doing so. Okay, so we have the Justice card. It's interesting because I was intuitively sensing, that some of you may be facing some sort of legal issues, but it doesn't have to be the case for all of you. The Justice card could also touch on analyzing a situation, weighing the pros and cons there. The Justice card followed by the Three of Swords in the challenge position. Could be dealing with a Libra. This is someone who feels like, or I should say they feel challenged this week, okay? Because there's something that they want to execute the right way, or there's something that feels very unfair to them. They're very hurt with the Three of Swords, but it's also like, even though I feel hurt, there's something I feel like I need to do. This is also someone who's been reflecting on you and the connection quite a bit here. And there's a lot that they're learning, or there's some sort of answers that they are receiving for the questions that they have. And the Justice card, as well as the Three of Swords, is almost like an internal battle, is how I'm reading it, where it's like, okay, the right thing needs to be done, or things have unfolded between Taurus and I the way that they were supposed to, but I'm still severely hurt, or I'm still feeling, emotionally overwhelmed here. It almost is giving me an energy of, yes, this happened and it was supposed to, but I'm still hurt. I didn't want it to happen this way. And what's interesting with the Three of Swords in the challenge position, or just the Three of Swords in this tarot deck in particular, is the heart is not broken evenly. So the way that I'm, interpreting this image is that there's some sort of shared pain between the both of you. So you guys could be hurt about the same thing or similar, something in common here, but the heart is not broken evenly. So there could be some sort of guilt that this person is carrying, or they feel very hurt about this, current dynamic, or where you guys are as of now. How are you viewing them? Five of Pentacles. You feel like this person is leaving you out in the cold, or you feel like you don't have contact with this person. I do feel like you could be thinking about them, but you also feel like an outsider in your life. As much as or you feel like an outsider in their life, but as much as you're thinking about this person, you may have a way of communicating with them because the key is right by the door, but you're intentionally choosing not to reach out to them. So the reason for that could obviously vary, but it's interesting because it's like you feel you should not be the one to reach out, or there's something here that you may feel frustrated about because this person's viewing you as isolating yourself, or not wanting to communicate about what's bothering you. So it's like, yes, I feel like an outsider in this person's life, and I know I could reach out to them, but maybe there's a question of, is it going to be worth it? Is it going to be worthwhile for me to actually reach out? Or is it going to make the situation worse than it currently is? Am I going to be more hurt than I currently am? Like, that could be something that's definitely crossing your mind. So in your feelings, we have the Three of Wands, okay? And we have the Five of Wands. Not only do you feel like there's some sort of distance between you and this person, or there's like a constant block that is keeping the both of you away from each other, the Five of Wands could be things that are impacting this connection, but they are not, they're out of your control. Like, there's something here, Taurus, right, that you're thinking about, and you're like, I'll give you a generic example. If you feel like this person's career is in the way, okay, we do have finances there as an issue, so career, finances, you name it, it's like you're thinking about what is keeping the both of you apart, but you also feel like you don't have control over it. So like I said, if it's something on this person's end, maybe you're like, yes, that is creating a block between the both of us, but that's not going to change unless you choose to change it, because it's happening on your end. There's nothing I can do to change your current circumstances, right? So that could also be causing you to feel a bit powerless when it comes to the connection this week. It's like, you know what's affecting the connection, but you're also like, well, what do I do about it? That's not on my end, or that's not in my hands. That's something that you have to take the initiative to solve or release here. And the Five of Wands could really just be an energy of, too many cooks in the kitchen, right? So whether it's other energies involved, whether it's, another lover, a family member, a friend, like there's, you know what's in the way and you're acknowledging it, but you also feel like it's not like it's not in your hands, is pretty much what I'm getting at. The Hanged Man. So you feel very stuck. And the Queen of Pentacles. You feel very stuck, but with the Queen of Pentacles, there is an energy of you knowing your worth. There is an energy of you feeling like, you know what? I know what I bring to the table. I know what I'm capable of. But what's interesting is with the Hanged Man as well as the Queen of Pentacles in your feelings, I'm also getting an energy of you being very careful or cautious with this person. So do you feel like they were kind of taking from this connection in the past, but not necessarily giving to you as much as they were taking from you? Do you feel like the energy was just not being reciprocated? Because I do see that in your feelings. And with the Queen of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, it's almost an energy of you feeling like, you know what? Yes, I know what I bring to the table, but there's a lot that's not in my control. There's something about the situation that doesn't feel stable. And so I don't feel comfortable putting my all into this connection, or investing my all into this person because I'm not sure if it's going to backfire on me. And I'm also getting a very strong energy about you being very, very like careful or cautious about like where you're investing your time and energy. You could even be very cautious this week about what you're communicating to this person. So even if you're not speaking to them and you're thinking about reaching out, or if you're not speaking to this person and they reach out to you, you're going to be very, very careful with what you tell them. You're really picking and choosing what you want to reveal. I see that here. So the World card is clarifying the Justice card, and we have the Nine of Pentacles clarifying the Three of Swords. I do feel like this is someone who is, focused on themselves, focused on their, growth here. Nine of Pentacles could just be like a very independent, single energy. But, behind that, they are, again, feeling very hurt. And what's interesting, Taurus, is like a part of this person feels like how things transpired was something that they could not avoid, but they can't help how they feel. They can't help the fact that they still feel hurt by it. I hope that's making sense. This person also feels like there's a lot that they're able to think about now that they are on their own. There's a lot that's either becoming clear to them or making sense to them because they're looking at things from a different perspective. Like how they viewed you or the connection with you while they were connecting with you is different from how they are viewing it now. There may be certain things they were confused about. There may be certain things that they just weren't seeing clearly. And the World card is clarifying the Justice card. So this person's also struggling to believe that they could rekindle something that still exists in their heart, but not like in reality. Because the World card and the Justice card is a very clear message of a cycle, coming to an end. That is over, that chapter is closed. So the fact that they're still thinking about it, it's like, how do I go back to that? Or how do I fix that? Is that even a possibility? Is that even realistic? Okay, so we have the Two of Cups in their feelings and the Eight of Cups. So what I see here, Taurus, is that this is someone who is viewing the connection with you as two very different energies that tried to come together, but there was a key component that was missing, or there was, specifically something in the emotional department that was not working out between the both of you. Whether it's you guys have different love languages, whether it's there was a lack of emotional expression from one end, whether it's emotional immaturity from one end. Like, it is a general read here, so your story is going to be different. Each and every one of your stories is going to be different. But with the Two of Cups and the Eight of Cups, it's like they're like, they're almost thinking about it like this was pretty much two very different energies trying to come together. But I also see what was not working here, or why I had to detach. What's the Eight of Cups? The Four of Swords, okay, and the Devil. There's something here that it could be a repetitive pattern. It could be someone that was facing an internal battle, or they were going through something on their own, because the Devil and the Four of Swords is like, yes, there's something toxic or unhealthy, but this person is keeping it to themselves. For others of you with the Four of Swords and the Devil, this is someone who could feel like they sabotaged a connection with you because there was a lot that they were not willing to open up about. Where it's like, whether it's this person is used to keeping a lot to themselves, whether it's because they're a very private individual, whether it's because they struggle to open up when it comes to their emotions, right? But they feel like their inability to open up to you and to be upfront about how they were feeling or the things that they wanted to speak about, it really, created a block, or that's the main reason why you guys couldn't get something to progress the way that they wanted it to. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Four of Swords and the Devil could also be an energy of someone feeling like they sabotaged a connection with you because they were very up in their mind about it. Like the Four of Swords could be, yes, an energy of healing. It could be when you're, isolated or spending time on your own. And as much as that card is associated with praying for something to happen or wanting something, desiring something, it's not the most action-oriented. What's the Devil? The Six of Pentacles. This person may feel, again, the Six of Pentacles could be financial issues, or it could be that they were not reciprocating your energy. They were giving to more than one situation, perhaps, with the Six of Pentacles. Even if it's not, a third party situation, guys, it could be that this person was more fixated on their career. They were more fixated on their finances to the point where they were neglecting the situation with you. And the Devil in the Six of Pentacles could also be kind of like workaholic energy, or someone who is very invested in their finances, almost an energy of never feeling like you have enough, even if you have enough. Okay, Knight of Swords, followed by the Ace of Pentacles and the potential outcome. Okay, what's the Knight of Swords? The Ace of Cups. And what's the Ace of Pentacles? The Fool card. Wow. Knight of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles is someone who feels an urgency to offer you something stable, offer you something new. Now, we have the Fool card, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. What's interesting to me is the Fool card is clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. Not for all of you is it going to be, you're accepting a new beginning with this person. This could also be an energy of you having a new start elsewhere, you choosing a new direction to go in. Eight of Pentacles. Some of you could be having like maybe you've picked up a new job, or there's some sort of new idea that you have that could generate income for you. But the Fool card, I wanted to clarify the Fool card, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's some sort of a new start for you when it comes to your career or finances. You could even just be shifting your focus towards something that you're very skilled at as well. But what I see is Knight of Swords could be unexpected communication, or someone kind of reaching out to you in the spur of the moment. But for some reason, I'm not convinced with the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool card that this new beginning is going to be in this relationship, because I don't really see cards of commitment here. It's more so a new beginning that's making you happy, or a new beginning that's giving you an opportunity to shift your focus, even if it's for the time being. Okay? So that is what I'm getting for you guys. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.